Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.
Welcome back to another episode of OnlyFeehans with me, Kerryn Elizabeth Feehan, and our guest today. He's can't wait to go home.
I hate
can't
your
wait
energy.
to be home.
Your energy sucks already. We've been doing the podcast for such few times that she hasn't even started the timer yet. And
It's going. She doesn't have to start that timer.
You already have bad energy.
I don't know. I'm matching your energy.
No, I came in here good.
No, you didn't. You're like, can't wait to be home. So
I
tired.
never- okay.
I was in Florida. Now New York is just so much walking. Why can't someone carry me? I'm so big.
That would be nice if I had somebody to carry me. I can tell you this, it would change the experience overall.
You could hire a pedicab to just like pedal you around.
No, I want to be carried. It's not the same.
Like four men
To
would
the stand. I just hop on somebody's back.
4 men would have to carry you.
Like pallbearers. They'd have to just hold me up. That would be great. I like New York a lot. This is my first time here. I like it a lot.
Our guest today is Matt Ross.
Hey.
He's like from Oklahoma and Florida, and now he lives in Austin.
Yeah, that's about it. Nailed it.
First time in New York.
First time in New York.
Doing great, actually. Making a lot of big stops.
A lot of big stops. Chinatown, Little Italy,
Carentown.
the Hamptons.
All right, the Hamptons.
Yeah.
You actually are kind of killing it.
I'm doing great, I think.
You saw the World Trade Center. You saw the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
Today you went to the Met.
Today I went to the Met. I almost got in a fight at the Met.
How?
Well, not a
You're not
fight,
even allowed
but,
to
like,
talk.
So I thought coming to New York that there's like this idea that like everybody's very like, hey, fuck you, get out of my way, kind of. Everybody has been so unbelievably nice. I was sitting out on the stoop, like where I'm staying, and a girl just walked by and she looked at me and she said, "Have a nice day." I was like, "This is so nice." And then the next person she walked by, she did it. I was like, "That's just like a nice lady." Everybody's been really nice.
That would piss me off.
Well,
I'd be like, "Well, I wasn't special." You're just saying it to everybody? Fuck you, twat.
No, I like it. She's trying to spread positivity.
She's trying to spread her legs, probably. She sounds like a whore.
Well, she didn't stop and do that for me, so who would I know? How would I know?
Tell me about the fight you got in at the
Sounds
Met.
like a whore. Well, it wasn't a fight, but it was the first attitude I've received since being in New York. I will say the incident was almost entirely my fault. I touched a piece of art. And you're not supposed to do that.
How did you touch it?
I wanted to touch it.
Did you
It was
lick your
just-
fingers first?
No, it was marble. I was in the Greek area. And
You were touching their dicks?
I was touching their penises. Their little tiny uncircumcised penises.
A lot of them are cut off, right? Because didn't like the Romans get to them or something and cut them all off?
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I just made that up. A lot of them were defaced, though.
Yeah, and they're also old.
They are old.
A lot of them are redone and all that.
Yeah.
But
They're like the botched surgeries of like the Greco era.
sure, yeah.
All right, so you're jerking off a statue. Obviously, you're going to get in trouble for that.
No, I wasn't. So I wasn't touching penises. That was just a bit that we're doing.
Oh.
I wasn't touching penises. There was a small marble slab, and it looked so smooth. And I really wanted to touch it. And I just walked by, and I just did like that. And then I heard a lady go, "Please don't touch the art." Like
Wow.
she came around the corner as my finger was on it. And then I said, "Okay." And she said, "You're welcome." And it's not okay. And then walked off. And I said some words, but she was...
You did? Under your breath, not to her face.
Really loudly, embarrassingly.
What'd you say?
I said, "You don't have to have an attitude about it, fucking bitch."
In an echoed art
Like
museum.
it was so loud.
Fucking
like,
bitch, bitch,
yeah,
bitch,
there's
bitch,
no,
bitch.
Yeah, there's no there's no insulation. It just echoed.
No,
there was
I
like
know.
4 other families in there with
Right,
me. And
right.
then I just had to walk off and be wrong. I watched a lady get kicked out. I watched a
You're just
Mexican
like-
mom and her daughter get kicked out for touching a painting.
Were they touching it or were they trying
They
to steal
touched
it?
it. They touched it
Were
like
they licking
pretty
it?
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. They both had their hands on the frame each side.
They got kicked out?
I saw them being escorted somewhere. I'd imagine it was out of the building.
Like an ICE came in and got him.
Yeah. Your friend.
Heather.
Yeah, got rid of him.
Shout out Heather.
Yeah, sure.
So it sounds like you pissed off like the lead marble slab lady. Like she lives for that slab.
I think that almost all of those people who are in there, they get off hoping.
they can't wait.
Like they can't wait for somebody
They're
to
like,
touch
that guy
something.
looks like big and a little autistic. He's going to try to touch the slab.
I did.
And then you walked off like a grumpy gorilla. You fucking bitch. I
It
just want to
ruined my
touch
day.
some
For like half an hour, I was upset.
What was the slab? Like, what was it?
I don't
A
even
tomb?
know. No, it was just like a piece of something they found. You'd be shocked how little protection all of these like priceless art like there's like paintings that are from like 1500 and there is a piece of tape on the ground basically implying don't come any closer than this.
Right.
That's it.
You know what I think? I think a lot of them are dupes. And the real ones are like underground. Like
I could see that.
I think a lot of them are because you know these like environmentalist people that are like throwing paint on the Mona Lisa and shit? Like they can't really be doing that, can they?
I think the Mona Lisa and like really, really nice ones have like protective coverings that you can't even really see over them. But yeah, I don't know because I don't think art is real anyways. I also don't think
What are we making right now?
I also don't think high fashion. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk shit. I forgot. The only art that really exists is podcasting and stand-up comedy.
There you go.
All other art is fake.
High art. Wait, you don't think high fashion is art? Can you
I don't think
though?
fashion is like real. I think it's fake. Like the dumb shit they wear like to the Met Gala.
Yeah. That's not art to you? That's art to me.
It's like
it's gorgeous.
Okay,
it's
so
visually striking.
Look at what Rihanna. Okay, look at. I mean, nobody wears it. Like
it's
the whole
not
point of
ready to wear.
clothes is to wear them.
Not to
look
the
at
Met
Lil
Gala.
Nas X.
Yeah,
he looks like an idiot.
He looks like R2D2
C-3PO.
or that one.
Yeah. Like that's not real. Like nobody will wear that anywhere other than this place,
And
which
that's
means
why
it's like
it's so
not
special.
real. No, it's like fake. It's not real.
It's elitist, and
You can't get coffee in that.
you don't want to. I don't
Exactly. Who is this?
Who is? I'm like, I don't have my glasses on, so
J-Lo?
J-Lo looks good.
J-Lo does look good. She's also embarrassing herself as she gets older.
Well, she's just like trying to cling to this persona instead of just evolving into someone who.
You're a millionaire. Just shut up and exist and be happy.
Yeah.
You don't always have to be relevant.
Yeah. And although it's like, it sucks when you're like so earnest about your relationship too, and then it falls apart in front of the public eye.
I didn't see any of that.
All these old clips are like.
I'm Team Ben all the way. I don't know what happened, but I'm Team Affleck.
Well, I told you he's
100%.
already rumored to be dating a Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
Kick Kennedy. She's fucking adorable.
Ben Affleck, Kick Kennedy.
Domestic abuse runs in the family.
Yeah.
Is that him with his arm around her? In the red?
That's Ana de Armas.
Oh, wait,
no. That is.
Yeah. These are old. Wait, did you look up Kit Ken? Oh, you looked up New Girlfriend?
Oh,
yeah,
she's
you don't think she's cute?
What is going on with her makeup? That looks crazy.
What, she has a red lip on. It's just red lipstick, Matt.
You women gotta chill.
I think she's so cute.
She's cute.
And you know she's rich as fuck. And she's an actress. She's been in a couple things that I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, that table's from Amazon, okay?
Okay, great. I'm sorry. I thought you were rich. I thought you had a better...
Nope.
I thought you'd have a better table.
No, I really skimped on the table.
Art is also... What I mean by like art pieces being fake is like they're used to launder money. That's what a lot of like modern art is sold as. Like the banana taped to the wall from Art Basel like 5-6 years ago was just money laundering. Like people
what money are they washing? Is it drug money?
I don't know.
Like
that's
money
the question.
Laundering is like when it goes from one hand to another hand, right?
No, money laundering is turning money you made illegally into
like real money, like washing it, like
into real
making
money.
it
You're
clean.
washing it. Yeah. So the concealment of the origins, they washed it with the duct tape banana. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They bought that piece of art, which is a banana duct taped to a wall.
But what they were really buying,
by purchasing that, I'm sure the money somehow gets returned to them in some way. And then, yeah, I'm sure you could look it up and they would be able to describe it better than I am right now. But I do think that it's used to launder money.
Are you a big Art Basel guy?
No, I've never been. I lived like an hour from Miami for like 7 years. I never went.
I went 1 year.
I just don't get. I don't like when if there's an event that shuts down streets. I don't want to be there.
Oh, so you're not a big block party guy or like?
No, I walked through a couple block parties this week. I didn't know that was even a thing.
Street fair?
No. What's street fair?
Like sometimes, like on Saturdays, like just over like near my gym, they'll just like block off like 3 streets on Broadway so people can sell shitty jewelry, not great Mexican food, and like I Heart NYC t-shirts.
Yeah, I don't really support that.
No, I don't either.
But you know who does is
tourists, like people who think like, oh, this is a New York City street fair, but it's really just trash.
It's really just to sell them keychains.
So you don't think behind you, do you like that art? Like that? Do you like that art?
That looks like, who did that?
Jamar Neighbors.
Yeah, I was about to say, that looks like Jamar did it. That's funny. Yeah, Jamar's shit is all over. Like every club in Austin has his shit all over it.
Really?
Especially Sunset. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that.
I think that's.
I have Ryan Shaner art too. Do you know Ryan Shaner?
No, I don't know Ryan Shaner.
I have his art. What other comedian? I have one other comedian's art. Oh, this guy did my old dog. That's my old dog, Ernest. He's not a comedian. He's an animator.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's art. Like, it's art. Yeah.
I'm not an art collector.
It's there.
But
it's real. It seems like you are. You have so much. You have so much stuff.
But like some stuff I have, like, do you see that bat on my door?
The bat you got from Hobby Lobby? No, that's not art.
But
the bat that you put up there at some Halloween that you never took down.
Halloween, yes.
That's how my last house was. I lived with my ex, and we put bats up around the TV, and a year later they were still there.
Yeah, I had a dog costume party. I set up a step and repeat.
That's crazy. A dog costume party?
Yeah.
So that's just such a white woman thing to do.
It was really fun. It was well attended.
I'm sure it was.
I sold more tickets to the dog costume party than I did to Vulcan.
You said, yeah, I bet. So you sold what, 7 tickets?
Mabel was part of a duo costume. She was Dumb and Dumber with her friend Sadie.
Wait, you sold tickets to this?
No, I was joking.
Oh, I was about to say.
I just said it was well attended, so I went with the bit.
It was, yeah.
But whatever.
It's hard to sell tickets in Austin on Easter, apparently.
Yeah,
and that's okay.
Freaking gay Catholics.
I'm not a gay Catholic.
What are you?
I'm just a gay guy.
You're just a regular homosexual.
Just a normal homo.
That's good. We haven't had that many on the pod.
Many gays?
Yeah, we had Oscar Aiden, but we literally one.
You've only had one gay on the podcast?
I'm a woman. She's a lesbian. Can you think of a gay?
Ashley Gavin.
Ashley Gavin.
That was before my time, though.
Are you gay?
No.
Oh. All right.
Ashley Gavin. Like no male gays.
You never had Mateo?
No.
Weird.
You gotta have some of This Is Bad guys on. Carlino and whenever they're here.
Oh yeah.
He's gay. He's very gay.
Yeah.
Gay guys rock.
I agree. Actually the gay guys in Austin are better than better than the gay guys in New York.
The gay guys in Austin will say faggot and let you say it.
Yeah, they're like more the cowboy gay. They're like wild about it.
Yeah,
New York, they're a little pretentious. Like, don't call me that.
Which is fair for the record.
Right.
They'd be like, hey, don't call me that. You know? I will say it is a shock. Like, it is somewhat of a culture shock being here. Because Austin is looked at as like a very liberal place.
Right.
But it pales in comparison to like every coffee shop I've been to in Brooklyn.
Yeah. But you're in the heart of it. You're in the hub. You're in the origins.
I'm in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, you're in gentrification city.
Yeah, I went to Bushwick the other day too. Real shithole.
Oh, yeah.
Bushwick is.
Yeah, it's gross.
A lot of the city is a shithole.
I used to live in Bushwick.
But yeah, there's a lot of gays here.
What do you mean a lot of the city is a shithole?
A lot, I mean...
Manhattan?
No, Manhattan's fine.
That's the city though. Brooklyn's Brooklyn.
But it's not. But Brooklyn is New York City, is it not?
No.
Okay.
Manhattan is New York City. Brooklyn's Brooklyn. Queens is Queens. The Bronx is the Bronx.
But is it because those are boroughs within the city, right? So I mean, technically,
no.
I'm a technically guy. I like to argue a lot, and so like by definition,
I brought up on the solo pod the black and white milkshake. So
yeah, the black and white milkshake. Like I just like to be. It's good to be right, and I was right. Like, what did you think a black and white milkshake was?
I definitely not what you guys got. I thought it was like mixed together, vanilla and chocolate, or something. Cookies and cream, like its own entity.
It's not as many cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream, no. Cookies and cream is its own thing.
Sure, but no, I didn't.
So is Brooklyn, so is Queens, so is the Bronx.
Okay.
I wouldn't have thought there was like a hot fudge swirl in the middle.
Yeah, it's like chocolate syrup or hot fudge. Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Hate a fudge swirl.
I guess like when you put on your like it's Queens, New York. It's not New York, New York.
Oh, okay.
Right? It's Brooklyn, New York. It's not New York, New York. I live in New York, New York.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you feel better than them?
I am.
You are? Yeah. Okay. All right. Sorry. So you feel better than the gays. All right. Good. That's good.
There's plenty of gays in Manhattan.
Clip it.
Little neighborhood called Chelsea.
Chelsea's gay?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Okay.
It's where Justin Silver lives.
I don't know
he
who
is
that
not
is.
gay. But he does live in the gay neighborhood. Chelsea used to be a lot, but Chelsea's gotten a little shitty. I don't know what it is. It was, it was a pandemic. There are pockets of. You're not wrong about even like Manhattan having some like shitty sections now.
My only experience in Manhattan has been walking from the subway here, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, I live in a good neighborhood.
Yeah,
and you got to see the Freedom Tower and the Statue de Liberté.
Yeah, I did. That was nice. I feel like that knocked like half of a day off of my like to-do list.
Yeah. Do you want to go to the Holocaust Museum?
No, not at all. You would be shocked how many people told me I need to see Ground Zero.
You did.
Half a dozen people.
You did.
No, they were like, go to the memorial.
You did.
Where? When?
You walked by it. If you saw the Freedom Tower, you're close enough.
Well, no, they were like, you need to like
look down the pit.
Go. You need to see where the towers used to stand. You know who told me that? Asan Ahmad, which I felt was very interesting. Yeah.
Why? He's like, look at my work.
Yeah, no. yeah, exactly. He's like, it's a weird thing for me to tell you to do, but you should do it.
That's where everybody, oh my God, all these fucking fat tourists. That's it. That's a beautiful shot of it when it's lit up kind of at dusk.
It's funny for like such a tragedy to happen and then be like, let's make a fountain.
Right. 2 fountains.
Two fountains, yes.
It's gorgeous.
For 2 towers.
Right. It is beautiful. And so there's something called, did you see the structure that looks like wings?
No, I don't believe so. Maybe. Where?
It's just like right behind it. Like if you looked.
Oh, no, I didn't see this. No. I saw the big red cube.
Okay.
That's somewhere. That's art.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I think that art is stupid.
When I'm like, that's art. It's like what they did is they made a cube that has like a hole through the middle of it.
Right. But it's like titanium or like the perfect, smoothest ceramic looking.
Yeah, but then like the hole, like if you stand at the bottom of it and look through the hole, you're just looking at the front of like a Chase Bank. It's like, what are we doing?
And they're like, we commissioned this artist like $1 million or whatever to make this. And then there's like all these hungry people. And it's like, why don't you just make the art of a hot dog for these hungry people?
The homeless people aren't as bad. It's not as bad here.
Austin, it's terrifying.
Austin, it's awful.
And you guys have like a militia.
Yeah.
The homeless are like way more organized. They're full zombified.
They are organized, and there's cliques and groups.
Yeah.
And you see them around a lot. Like you'll see like, that's Bonnie.
That's
you see them, yeah. And you watch them get worse. That's kind of That's kind of honestly, it's heartbreaking.
That is sad.
But here they're just kind of not really that much of an issue.
Not many have trickled down to this neighborhood. There are a few, and they like there's one that just sleeps on this bench I see him every single morning.
Hey, he's got a bed.
Yeah.
It's that bench.
I called this couple homeless that weren't homeless the other day, though, because they got mad that Mabel was sniffing their fucking picnic blanket or whatever. 7 a.m. in the morning.
And you called them homeless?
Yeah.
You're like, it's not my fault you're homeless?
Yeah. I went, are you guys homeless? That's all. Because they were obviously not. Like, the guy had like a man bun. They were having like an early morning picnic. But Mabel just went to like sniff their... First of all, that's dog hours, okay? 6 to 8 a.m. and like Rockefeller Park is dog hours. It's not your goofy picnic time. It's not time for a breakfast date, you fucking geek. And if my dog's catching her frisbee and she wants to smell your stupid muffin or whatever, he goes, are you fucking serious? And I was like, are you homeless?
Wow. Okay. I'm on your side here, actually.
Thank you.
If a dog comes up to smell you gently and you go, are you fucking serious?
Right.
Yeah.
Such an attitude.
Such an attitude. I hate that already. And I will say this. You can easily mix up like a homeless person with like somebody trying to dress trendy.
Sure.
The line is so thin.
Yes, sometimes, but then sometimes.
And then sometimes it's really obvious.
There's this other guy, and I see him. He looks like Jesus, like, but if he never got like resurrected, like he like all of a sudden walked out of the earth like this morning. Like he's like it's like dreads that are so thick, and he was white, I think, at some point, but he's so dirty now. Who knows? And he
also tan.
Tan.
They tan really well.
Yeah, and the stench. It's like a urine cloud. Like, you can smell, like you smell him before you see him. And then you're like, oh,
There's some
he is.
comics like that in Austin. You can smell them.
Really? Well, it's so hot there.
Yeah, it's fucking gross. Yeah. The rats, too. This is a New York episode. You have a bunch of New York comics on all the time. We get to talk about the city now. I'm having an experience with it.
Mabel killed a baby rat.
The rats are not as big of a problem as people. I will say this. The PR team for the rats is great. Because if anywhere else I went had rats, everybody would be like, it's a real, like if I was like looking at an apartment and they were like, there's rats, I'd be like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
But everywhere here has rats to the point where like people will be like, I saw a big one today.
Yeah.
It's like people talk about it like they went fishing.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, I got a big, oh, it's cool.
Certain neighborhoods like the East Village are worse than...
Interesting. Is that just like you just kind of have to accept that rats are everywhere here?
Yeah, but they're only really out at night, and Mabel kills the baby ones. We talked about this in the last episode. Mabel killed a baby rat 2 nights ago.
And then she comes in here and licks your face. What?
Gross. I guess so.
What is the statistic? There's like so many rats for every one human in New York. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah, there's like way more rats than people here.
See, all I see are squirrels because like that's what Mabel typically wants to kill, and I feel like we're overrun with squirrels. But all these fat tourists and like Chinese tourists want to do is take pictures of the squirrels, like they're this amazing wildlife that they're like so close to. I know, I hate them.
You used to shoot BB guns at squirrels in Oklahoma.
We should still be able to do that. There should be a squirrel hunting season. Yeah, what are you going to Google? Rat to human ratio?
Well, it said there were, like, a recent one, I guess, within the past couple years, said there were 3 million rats, but that doesn't feel like nearly enough.
Because how many people are here?
A lot.
Over 8 million.
They hired a rat lady to get rid of all the rats. Did you read about that?
What? They hired one lady to get rid of 3 million
Can you bring
rats?
up rat lady? She did a good job. There used to be more.
Kathleen.
There she is.
Rat czar. Look at her. She looks like looks like she eats rats. Oh my God. What is she going to do?
She just poisoned the fuck out of them.
I'm proud to announce Kathy Karate as New York's first ever rat czar. Kathy has the knowledge, drive, experience, and energy to send rats packing and create a cleaner. It's funny to be like, send them packing. Like, it's like, we're sending them to Minnesota. Yeah. We're going to send them on a bus
like
somewhere else. Like they're refugees. Yeah, like they're migrants. Yeah.
She did an okay job.
She has the drive and energy.
It's just some
boss.
Dog owners were mad because she was poisoning them, and they're like, "Well, are the dogs gonna eat the poison?" It's scary having a dog that like has a high prey drive too, because they're going after every rat that they see.
Yeah, how many dogs would you be okay with dying for all the rats to be gone?
0.
You wouldn't sacrifice Mabel for there to be 0 rats in New York City the rest of the existence?
No, I really don't interface with rats ever.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
I moved to a nice neighborhood. If I was still in the East Village, might be a different. Chinatown's brutal.
Kerryn Feehan's official take is if you don't like rats, don't be poor.
I think that should be everybody's official take, right?
Listen, as a poor, I'm actually still on your side.
Because you want to be rich. And you know you will be one day.
I'm going to be rich.
I used to, when I lived in Bushwick, there was mice in my apartment.
Mice are different. I've had mice in houses.
See, I think mice, just the thought of them sends chills up my spine because they're like furry roaches to me. They're like furry bugs.
What?
Because they're so small.
I think
and
mice
fast.
I would rather have mice than rats. Rats are big enough where you feel like they have personality.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You're not wrong. I guess I've never had a rat infestation, so I don't.
Yeah, I guess you just live privileged life.
The worst, No, it's not privileged to have a mouse infestation. The worst interaction I have is like they run across the street and they are big sometimes, like the size of a fucking possum. And that does send like chills through your spine.
I think you're wrong. I
About
think
what?
that was just a fake thing you just said.
About
A mouse the size of a possum?
No, a rat.
I don't
rat.
know.
A rat.
I don't know.
Rats in New York get up to like
12 to 15 inches long, including their tails, though.
Yeah.
You ever seen a possum?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying. I think you've never seen a possum. Possums are like small cats. Possums are neat too. They look vicious, but they're little scaredy cats. Like they'll fake dead.
Oh.
And just and then run away when they can.
Playing possum?
Yeah, that's literally what it
know.
comes from.
I know. There was a TV show called Infested, and this woman's home was infested with possums.
That sounds like a really adorable problem to have.
What a fucking psychopath. She was like, she wasn't doing anything. She didn't do anything until she's like, when they came in my bed, that's when I called someone.
What?
She's like, when I felt them crawling in my bed. I swear to God.
Oh, God.
I swear to God. That would scare the fuck
What kind
out
of
me.
other problems do you have to let that problem reach that level? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, what are you doing? Like, you come home, like, scurry, beat it, possums.
If I saw more than one possum in my house, I'd shoot them with guns.
Yeah.
I'd have to buy a gun first.
You have a gun license?
No, but Texas, I think you can just buy one maybe.
Oh, really?
We have a gun in my house. Never seen it, though. I live with two former vets. So, or I guess they're not former vets, they're vets. One was a Marine, one was a Navy SEAL.
You know how you just said vet?
Vet.
When I was describing my masseuse, I called him a vet because he is a veteran.
Yeah.
And people automatically thought I meant veterinarian.
That might be context because all you talk about is dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's a gun. There's a 38 in my house and I don't want to see it. I might be the most stable person in my house too, which is a problem.
Why? Do you think they saw a lot of shit?
No. Well, one of them was a SEAL. I know he's done stuff. I don't ask him about it. One of them I know never saw combat, but I know he's got some diagnosed mental illness. He talks about it. He's a comic, very funny.
Okay.
And he talks about it on stage, but he's like OCD and anxiety and
Is it Joe List?
depression. No, does Joe have OCD?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Real diagnosed OCD is crazy. We were an hour away. We were driving from Austin to Oklahoma to do shows, and we were an hour away, and my roommate got this thought in his head that he didn't turn off the stove.
Oh, God.
And
Obsessed.
he
couldn't let it go.
He couldn't drop it. I'm in the front being like he literally got so anxious he turned green. And I'm like, dude, it's okay. I'm walking him through it. And then my boys are in the back like, damn, your house is probably burning down right now. Like, it's crazy. Like, they were in the back and like he was freaking out. But I was like, we can't turn around. It's going to be an hour to get back. And like, it's a 2-hour ordeal.
Did you just like call a neighbor and have him go check?
No, we don't really know our neighbors like that. We had just moved there. It was fine. Our house didn't burn down.
Right.
But it was a thought that was with him literally for like 3 days.
I kind of get it because like I've left my curling iron on before.
Yeah.
But I I just like let it kind of go. I was like, well, I do worry about things like I have left my stove on before, like my gas stove on like for a couple hours. Like,
so that's crazy. That's dangerous. That's not OCD. That's like a real problem that you're like that.
I think that's when I was smoking pot a little more frequently.
You come in, try to light a joint, blow the fucking building up.
I used to like not have lighters, so I would use the stove.
Yeah, I've done that. I've been there before. That's some crackhead shit, by the way. Well, yeah, no, like one time, like this was the story that made me realize like OCD isn't what we think it is. My buddy used to wake up in the middle of the night with anxiety and panic. And go check to make sure his car was locked, not because he thought that somebody would break into his car, but because he got this anxious thought that then became obsessive, that if he left his car unlocked, somebody could commit a crime, be fleeing from the crime, and use his car to throw the murder weapon basically away.
He would get framed for
He
said
would get
crime.
framed for said crime. And so he would wake up like in the middle of the night in like high school and go check and make sure his car was locked.
Brutal.
Yeah, that's next level shit.
Do you think it's because he got vaccinated as a child?
Yeah, probably. I think it's the vaccine.
RFK.
Oh, yeah, like we've already, we can talk about vaccines. We've already said faggot. I just want to make sure you make no money off of this episode.
On my solo pod, I just started ripping cunts like the second we started. I was like, I don't know.
It's okay.
Isn't it?
No.
But you don't care.
No, I don't care. I'm not seeing anything from this other than a good time. And that's all I'm really here for. The good time.
What was your favorite thing at the Met?
I like the Greek stuff. I think Greek mythology is very interesting.
Yeah.
I also think the stuff from
Do you see any paintings of Dionysus?
I don't think so. I can't imagine that's how you say it though.
It is.
The
Dionysus?
Greek god of fertility? No, I stay away from that guy. I don't want anything to do with the god of fertility.
He's the wine god.
Oh, he's the wine god?
Well, they
No, I
have,
thought
like,
that was
multiple
Bacchus. I thought
He's like the party god.
I thought the god of wine was like Bacchus.
That's music, I think.
Is it? That was Bacchus seat, something like
Baklava.
that.
It's a dessert.
Bacchus. Look, he's covered in purple shit. That's wine, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Dionysus, he probably is like, the wine is probably in the umbrella of him. But
Bacchus, god of wine, vegetation,
Oh, wait, they're the
fertility.
same. They're the same. One might just be the Roman name.
Oh, okay.
Learning.
I don't think I saw any of him. I also am very interested in like the old Catholic church stuff. Like obviously before or after Christ, but all that stuff's very interesting. The history of that, all the decadent like shit that they do is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fine. I was really hard to
Met's
focus
huge,
after
right?
that fight. I walked there for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was
Natural History Museum is really good.
I heard that was great. What is natural history exactly?
Dinosaurs.
Is it dinosaurs for real?
It's a lot of dinos.
Like geodes and
they have all the fossils and they put them all together. My nephew
Fossils.
lost his shit at the Natural History Museum.
yeah, this is for kids. This is night at the museum shit right here.
This is, yeah, but you can also go see like the planetarium. They show movies about the space and
Do
stuff.
they have in Oklahoma? We had a place called the Omniplex. It's now
Yeah,
called the Oklahoma Science Museum,
probably
which is
similar.
so lame. But like the movie, it's a big
Exactly.
dome. Yeah, that's so cool.
And Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
don't-
that's there it is.
Yeah.
That's the Omnidome right
Okay.
there. That's the teeth. Oh my God, taking me back. That's crazy. Yeah, it was fun. I loved it. There's the sand thing where you put and it makes designs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Very fun. This is my childhood right here.
Yeah.
Just getting screamed at, running around.
You're always getting in trouble in museums.
I am. Yeah, I was somewhat of a troublemaker when I was young.
Good thing you didn't go to the Whitney.
What's the Whitney?
It's the Black Museum.
Ooh, yeah, I would have been on my best behavior there. I would have been on my best behavior. If someone was like, "Don't touch that," I would have been like, "I'll see myself out."
I really like the Whitney.
It's just them being like, "Don't touch that," and I'm like, "Sorry, I'm just trying to touch her hair." Baby.
Was this like a big birthday party destination as a
Birthday
kid?
party, the once a year field trip where you got to go to the Omniplex was so sick. Cause it's not like, obviously it's like, you're not learning anything. I mean, you are, but like, you're mostly
Yeah.
just having fun. Like
While learning.
while learning. Yeah. Like we used to do this field trip to this place called the Harn Homestead, which is just like, yeah, let's see how we lived in the 1800s
Ooh, like
or whatever.
Pilgrim, like the Plymouth
Yeah.
Plantation.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like so stupid. It was
I
just
remember
like,
they
you're
would
just
have, like-
outside.
They would have like kid actors, and I went to school with this chick Marnie, but she was so deep in character as a pilgrim. And I was like, "Hey, Marnie," and she was like churning butter. She pretended like she didn't know me. I was like, "That's Marnie."
I have to stay in character.
Yeah,
Is that how they talk?
they had Plymouth
Yeah, I remember
Plantation,
it's a
and then they
thing.
had like the Indian reservation part
Yeah.
of it.
And I never realized that was just Harn Homestead was just in the middle of downtown Oklahoma City. They just have like weddings there and shit. I always thought it was like
Oh.
the middle of nowhere.
Oh, it
Yeah.
probably felt like that to you. As a
Yeah.
little
I mean,
kid.
I wasn't driving. I was
Right.
8. So I was lost every day of my life.
The Guggenheim's a good museum.
The Guggenheim?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fake. That sounds like a Disney like evil character.
The building is shaped like a one big spiral thing.
Whoa, is that and that's here?
So it's called Museum Mile. You weren't far from it.
Museum Mile.
Yeah, it's like the Met, the Goog, something else is up there.
I can only I feel like the Goog.
That's what,
The gig.
That's what like the art aficionados call it.
Yeah. What? Wait, what's that spider thing? That's not real, is it?
Yeah, totally. That's a real spider.
Well, it's not a real spider, dumbass. The Guggenheim Bilbao. It sounds like Sims talk. Guggenheim Bilbao.
I went there.
Museum.
I haven't been there in a long time. I now want to go back. I'm going to Goog tomorrow, Nicole. I'm fucking googing it up.
I don't think I could do one more than one museum. In a
I
day.
didn't invite you.
No, I'm not asking. I said in a day.
Oh.
I don't want to.
Yes, you could.
I have stuff to do tomorrow.
Why not?
I'm playing golf tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah.
Where?
It's a Jewish country club.
Nice. You going with
called
Voss?
C. Wayne? No.
Oh.
No, I would love to play with Voss though.
That'd be good.
Yeah, me and Voss, just two sober guys playing golf, just being psychos.
You guys would have a blast. Talk about your tattoos.
I think we would, yeah.
The Guggenheim, you're supposed to take the elevator all the way up and then you walk down the spirals.
Interesting. How tall is it? Because I don't like heights.
It's like wicked tall. Yeah, you might not like it because you can see over the edge the whole time.
No, I don't want anything to do with that.
What about when I was in Austin, I went to the Capitol building or some place there. That's like high heights, and then you look down. Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
I don't think I've been in there.
Oh.
Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah, I was dating a guy who's like 400 years old. He was like, "Let's go look at this art." I'm like, "This isn't art.
I mean,
these are your friends."
These are your
just
friends.
kidding.
How old was he for real?
Only a year older than me. He just looked a lot older.
But he seemed old, yeah. But men, we age pretty well. You're aging great.
Not this one. Thanks,
no,
man.
not him.
No, but
Yeah.
I don't need to be hurtful.
Well, guys, we really love history.
Yeah.
I'm not that I'm an old guy, but the older I get, the more interested. I've decided today that I'm going to get into Greek mythology.
Yeah. Get there.
I'm going to read like the Odyssey and stuff like that.
There was this guy, Neil LaBute. Have you heard of him?
No.
He wrote all these plays. Like one of them is called Iphigenia and Aurum, and there's another one, Medea Redux, I think. So he would take Greek mythology and then apply it to like human stories.
Yeah.
And then a lot of Greek mythology, it would be like parents killing their children.
Yes.
So like some of these plays were fucking rough.
So many movies are based on Greek mythology, from what I hear.
Yeah, like Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor. You wouldn't guess it, but Norbit is actually based on the Odyssey. Yeah. It's Homer. Yeah. Okay. It's Eddie Murphy just trying to get back home, but home is represented by a sexy light-skinned black woman. Okay. And the adventure is the fat black lady that he's stuck with. Yeah. Who really doesn't treat him right. And every time he's about to get there, I don't know what you know about the Odyssey, but they were almost there, and then they opened a bag of wind that a god had given them, and it blew him back. And there's a scene specifically where Norbit
farts.
Yeah. Well, no, he doesn't fart, but
somebody farts.
Yeah, the lady he's stuck with farts. Yeah, and it kicks him back further away from the light skinned lady that he loves. Yeah, and that's Greek mythology. Well, Eddie Murphy is a big fan of Greek mythology. I didn't know if you know that. Yeah, basically, Dr. Dolittle is based on Dr. Dolittle is based on Greek mythology. What? Shut up. Yeah, the idea of being able to talk. Well, it's not even really Greek mythology. It's more the Bible. You know, Saint Francis of Assisi. Yeah, he was the god of animals. He was the patron saint of animals. So Dr. Dolittle is actually Saint Francis of Assisi. Okay. See how he's surrounded? This literally looks like a scene. Look at this.
Ace Ventura.
It literally looks Ace Ventura wishes. Eddie Murphy did this first. Or he didn't do it first, but he did it better. There's literally a scene in Dr. Dolittle where almost this exact same thing is happening. Except he's not holding a tiny little baby. But you think this is Saint Francis of Assisi and not like Noah's Ark? No, this isn't Noah's Ark. This is St. Francis of Assisi. Okay. Noah's Ark is also, there's a movie that represents that, and it's called Evan Almighty. It's quite literally, it literally is, actually. Evan Almighty is a great one, where he builds the ark. That's Jim Carrey, right? No, that's Michael. Steve Carell. Steve Carell, Michael Scott. You know who I meant. Yeah, this one, it's less hidden like it is in Dr. Dolittle. Yeah. This is more direct, look, Morgan Freeman's God, of course. God is black. Obviously. Yeah, since, he wasn't around for his son that much.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks. Yeah, you're getting demonetized for sure. Yeah. If Morgan,
we don't do this for the money.
What do we do? What am I doing it for? Do you think?
I don't know.
The good times.
I mean,
Get to hang out with the Kerryn Feehan.
it's not a bad gig.
Is that how you say your last name, Feehan, or do you say Feehan?
You can say it both ways.
Well, how do you say it? Because it's your name.
It depends on the tone I'm in. Depends on the mood I'm in.
What mood are you in right now? Because you're a tough read, and I hate it.
I'm a tough read.
I hate your mood right now.
You hate my mood?
Your body language is awful. You're covered in pistachio shells. Just pistachio remnants all over you.
No, I'm not.
You're a mess.
This shirt's a little too tight. It's constricting my breathing slightly.
Is that what's happening to you?
One of the things.
Okay.
You came in with I hate New York energy.
I never said I hated New York. She asked me how I was doing. Heaven forbid I tell a friend how I'm doing. She said, "Are you tired?" I said, "I'm very tired. I think I might be ready to be home."
You know what it is? I'm an empath.
Are you an empath? I'm in a totally fine mood though. I may be a little tired.
Yeah.
Maybe a little homesick.
What are you homesick for?
Austin. My room, specifically my room, my bed.
Are you not sleeping well here?
No, I'm sleeping totally fine. It's not my space. You know what I mean?
What are you doing in your room?
What do you mean
in
doing?
Austin?
Watching golf videos on YouTube.
You can't do that here?
No, it's not the same. No.
It's a different YouTube in New
The
York.
amount of times I've nutted with men playing golf in the background is crazy, by the way.
What do you have, porn up and golf up?
I watch porn on my phone, but I got the golf on the TV.
Onika and I talked about how we can't watch porn on our phone. It's too small. We need the surround sound. We need the audio.
You put it on your TV?
No, I have it on my laptop.
Okay.
Which can sometimes be kind of a brutal angle if I catch myself in my reflection.
What do you need to see all the details? How is your sight not well?
No, I'm nearsighted. I haven't read any of this. I'm so glad you're here. You've been
You're
reading.
nearsighted?
Yeah. Google.
I mean, yeah.
Goog.
Gig. Guggenheim.
I do like seeing details, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm more of like an audio person. It's also like the thing
me
that
too. Yeah.
the thing that usually like clicks me into orgasm is like a line of dialogue.
Yeah, I get that. I understand exactly what you're saying. I need audio. I couldn't just do it. Like magazines, I wouldn't have been able to do it.
You would have had to, but you wouldn't have had a choice. It would have been a different time.
I guess I wouldn't have known better, but like when I was a kid, I used to call. My dad had some porno mags that I found, and I called the numbers in the back on the sex hotlines
to talk to the ladies.
But I didn't have a credit card.
So what'd you do?
I was 12.
Right. So
did they have a line of credit? So there was just like a sexy girl being like, "If you want to talk to hot girls," and I'd be like, "This is enough." When you're 13, it doesn't take a lot. You know what I mean? Yeah, this will do it. And I'm on the home phone, so you just pray that nobody else picks the phone up.
On the other, right?
Yeah, because the other line. Yeah.
And did the calls never showed up on the call log? Did they, or like?
That's a good question. I don't know. I got caught watching porn like a ton.
You did.
I took down 2 desktop computers, giving them viruses from LimeWire. I got caught when I was 15.
We should have started with your porn addiction. That's what we should
have
led with.
Addiction. Okay. I just watch it every day. Well, you guys don't watch porn while you drive to work? I'm just kidding. I don't have a job. But yeah, I remember very specifically in 1 week I got in trouble for Googling or for trying to look up on YouTube how to roll a blunt. Mm-hmm. And then later that week got in trouble, and I was maybe 14 at the time.
Yeah.
I was looking up 16-year-old girls having sex on my dad's laptop.
Oh, wow.
So he was just
Your dad was like, thanks.
Yeah, it was just not chill.
I didn't have to type it myself.
Yeah.
If your dad got raided, he probably could have gone to jail.
I'd have taken the fall for he's the OG. I'd have taken the fall for him.
What state were you in?
Oklahoma.
Might have been fine.
Might have been fine, yeah.
Age of consent in Oklahoma is 16.
It actually is in New York, too.
But that doesn't mean
it is
that
17.
they can make porn.
I think it's 16.
Really?
Google it.
Google it.
Google
you know why?
it.
You know why I remember?
I hate my search history is so fucked from
Yeah,
this
you gotta
show.
go incognito. I'm on my podcast. We just moved to a studio, but before that, I was the laptop guy, and it would be crazy.
The reason why I think it's 16 is because I had this video where like I was doing stand up and I was like, "Oh, can you see my pussy?" And the kid was like 16 in the crowd. And a lot of the comments were like, "This is fucking, you're a predator. It's illegal." And I looked it up and it was 16.
You have your glasses by any chance?
Why is it 17? Damn it.
It is 17.
I'm a predator.
You are. I can't believe you
I think they
asked
just
that
changed
boy.
it. They changed it after I did that.
They changed it. They saw your clip.
Because of that.
And they were like, we can't have comedians. We can't have comedians preying on 16-year-old boys.
Yeah.
How was a 16-year-old at the fucking club?
Good question.
Yeah. That's a real question. We need to talk to management. It's not your fault.
I agree.
Who was it? What club? Name it.
The Stand. That was one of my best performing.
But you also just made like a comment. That's how many times has like an older guy made a crazy gross comment to you? Not that your comment was crazy and gross, but
it was a little. I was like, "Can you see my pussy?" He was right in the front row, and I went like that. I had tights on.
Yeah, but you didn't go, "Can you see my pussy?" Good. You're hot. I want you to lick it. 16-year-old boy.
I think the whole full clip, I was talking to my OnlyFans, and I asked him if he had a checking account yet.
Oh, well, even then, you're baiting him to purchase your butthole pics.
Yeah.
Not offering him.
Not good though.
Not good. The longer I tried to justify it,
you really got
the less passionate I was on the position. If I'm being honest, it's like
that most of the comments were like, if this was a guy, he would be in jail.
I love that talking point, which is it's just not true.
You called me a male comic.
You are a male comic.
Why?
You liked it. You loved the message.
I know. I did like it.
I don't know. I just feel like you don't present with like bitches, like that kind of energy. Like you're not like a Yas Queen comic, whereas some people are Yas Queen comics.
Oh.
Some gay guys are Yas Queen comics.
Yeah, that's who I think you're describing right now.
Yeah.
But you're talking about women?
Some women are, yeah.
I guess.
I was mostly just making a joke because you're like friends with all the fellas.
That's all there is, though.
It's because you just want to be friends with people who are actually good at stand-up.
Brutal.
Sorry,
women aren't funny.
No, that's not a take that I have. My take is all
It's one that I have 97% male following. Fuck
So-
these hoes.
97%, is that for real?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah, my take is based in numbers.
And that's like, I'm not getting a single follow off this.
No, I'm trying to be for the bros. Women aren't funny. What else do they like if they like you?
Take your socks off.
I can tell you where to find her nudes.
They know. What do you mean? Is there another rabbit hole? Is there something besides Reddit?
No, yeah, you can just Google anybody with an OnlyFans. You can just Google their name and nudes, or their name and OnlyFans.
When I first started and my
leaks,
leaks started leaking, I hired a lawyer and to get them taken out because I had shit on Pornhub actually, and looking back, I'm like, I should have left the Pornhub stuff up.
Yeah.
But I got it taken down.
For what?
I don't know. It's a good credit. I could put it on my.
Yeah, put it in your. When people ask for credits, as seen on this next comic, seen on Pornhub.
Peter James Fowler will bring me up as crazy. A lot of times he'll be like, "She has an OnlyFans. It does really well." It's just like Peter.
Is that not? Do you hate that?
It depends on the show, I guess.
I feel like there's female comics who have OnlyFans who, if they got brought up like that, would be like, "What the fuck was that?"
No, I mean, if somebody's doing it, what?
That's not your vibe.
No, yeah, and if a guy does that, I'm probably friends with him, and it really takes a lot to piss me off. Somebody he knows who he is too. Somebody found one of my leaks, one of my leaked PPVs, not main, right? And he screen grabbed. Do you know this? Do you remember this? It's fucking Gio Perez. He knows. He was. I blocked him for a few weeks. He's in my good graces again, though. You're back, Gio. But he put it on a flyer for a show.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Your pussy? Or what, just a
he
still?
blurred it. I think he blurred my pussy, but it was a PPV when I used to make messages with vibrators too.
Whoa.
I know. And so
that's crazy.
Crazy.
Dude.
He's a felon. He was in jail. He doesn't know the boundaries or what's right or wrong. He put it on, maybe not a flyer for a show, but maybe for a podcast. When I did their podcast, that's what it was. I was the first time I appeared on their podcast, and he's like, check out. And I was like, Gio, are you fucking crazy?
That's so nuts.
I know. He opened for me recently though. He's back. I'm a forgiving girl.
Yeah, you're nice. It's okay.
People have stolen money from me, bought cocaine, and I've forgiven them.
Really?
Yes.
How did they get the money from you?
They were supposed to be staying here watching Mabel, and I leave cash around. There's like $300 over there. Because I trust my friends, I guess.
Yeah.
And
mistake.
He was having a rough go of it. He was doing a lot of drugs, drinking a lot, and he stole my money, and he didn't do a good job taking care of Mabel. But he also is in the program now and recently made amends.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him. Making amends is such a good thing to do.
Have you ever done it?
A second chance. Sure, of course. I'm sober. I've made amends. I've done my anonymous things that I'm supposed to do for my, recovery.
How long have you been sober?
October will be 8 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Because you quit so young.
Yeah, I had my 23rd birthday in rehab.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was interesting.
Did you have a cake?
Yeah, they made me a cake.
That's
yeah,
nice.
I had my birthday. I did Thanksgiving, Christmas, my birthday, and New Year's of 2016, going into 2017, all in rehab.
Were you in rehab in Florida?
I went to rehab in Texas, in South Padre Island.
Oh, that sounds nice.
It was pretty nice. The only other time I'd been to South Padre was spring break, my senior year of high school. So it was a significantly different experience.
Right.
And then they sent me to Florida for like a halfway house, like sober living kind of thing.
Okay.
And then I just got my own place and lived there for like 7 years.
Wow. So it worked. Rehab really worked on you.
Yeah, I don't know that rehab is, yeah, sure. You can go to rehab and it not work.
No, I've seen it not work.
You can also not go to rehab and get sober.
That's me.
So, yeah, perfect.
But I went to AA. I guess I'm not like sober because I did do a little bit of mushrooms.
I watched you do mushrooms and smoke weed yesterday. You're literally not so. Like, by definition, you're not sober. But I am proud of you for not drinking.
Thank you.
I'm not a person who's like, I'm not a sober person who's like, no, you're not. Like if whatever you can do that betters your life, I'm all for that.
See, I am like sober for like periods of time. From like March 25th until that ScHoolboy Q concert, I was nothing.
I saw ScHoolboy Q follows you on Instagram, and that made me so jealous.
Oh, we're like together.
That's amazing.
We're very into each other.
I love ScHoolboy Q.
He's
I
so
love
talented.
his music. He's a golfer now too.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I'll
I want
tell
to
you a
golf with
story after
ScHoolboy
this.
Q.
You might
Please
like.
do.
I could maybe make that happen. You got to come to LA though. He hates New York.
I would come to LA.
He does. He was here and he doesn't love it. Even though he fucking sold out his show. 3 people fainted at his concert. It was so cool.
God, I bet his shows are so good.
They're amazing. They're nonstop.
So talented.
He was really funny. We went to sushi before I went to his show. And he was talking to me.
He likes you.
Yeah, he likes me. And we were talking. He was talking about how some guy had a big ego. I'll tell you who it was after. And then he's like, yeah, this guy just like talked about himself all the time. He's like total narcissist. And then cut to like a few hours later at his show. He's like, how do I write this shit? I'm the greatest. I'm the best. It was just a little touch of hypocrisy that I really enjoyed.
It does feel good though. Like when you just it's like when you crush and you go, I'm the best. Like there's not a person better than me.
Yeah, it feels good.
Even like just like on a showcase when you just like murder and everybody else does fine and you go, these people don't even deserve to be around me.
It's the best feeling also when you see a comic go before you and you know you're gonna bury him. You're like you feel the crowd, like you know how good the crowd is and they're just they're not doing it. They're not having it. Yeah. Yeah. And then you're like, I'm just gonna go up there and fucking cruel. So he's like that. He also has like so many good songs.
So many.
Because he's been making songs for a long time.
Yeah.
But they're all memorable.
I've listened to ScHoolboy Q since like 2010 maybe? This
is 2 episodes I mentioned him on. He's gonna, I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna get a little DM.
I love you, ScHoolboy Q. I hope you listen.
Tell him about when you first DM'd him.
I'm a 3.8 handicap.
What you called him.
I'm a great hang. I'm a great hang. I'm a great.
You gotta be low key. You can't fanboy too hard.
I'm so chill. Rep for me. I mean, how chill was I yesterday in the Hamptons?
You're very chill.
I was very chill.
Very funny.
I know how to behave.
You're really quick too. You say funny things. Like TJ Miller came up. Me and Matt were chatting. TJ Miller came up to us and was like, "Are you guys having intercourse?" And Matt goes, "Not right now."
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
Quick thinking.
Yeah.
Wait. So yes, when he started liking my stuff. He's friends with Danny Brown.
Yeah, I've met Danny a couple times in Austin.
So he started liking my stuff, and Nicole's making me. So I messaged him. I was like, I can't believe you like my stuff sometimes, ScHoolboy Q. And he was like, I can't believe you just called me ScHoolboy Q. And I was like, well, I don't know your name.
Yeah.
But it's Quincy.
Well, didn't he say something to you, like made some kind of like joke or something like flirty, and you're like, oh, ScHoolboy Q. And he was like, you did not just call me that.
ScHoolboy Q, you're so funny.
And I like capitalized the. He also capitalizes like a certain letter. H's, yes.
Yeah. Yep.
He's awesome. He's really
nice.
Does
he do that even in casual conversation?
Mm-hmm. Wow, this has become a doubleheader ScHoolboy Q fangirl episode. I do love him though.
Get him on the pod.
Get ScHoolboy Q on the pod.
He might do it. I think I can maybe convince him. How could I lure him? You'd have to come to LA.
We need OnlyFeehans bucket hats.
Yeah, we'll get them.
That's cool. You have cool friends. We're working our way into cool friends on my side.
You're cool. I mean, what's cool? Like, you're a cool guy.
I just want friends who can help me facilitate a cool life.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
But really, you're the only one that can help you facilitate a cool life. Because if friends can sort of like maybe ping pong you here and there, or not ping pong, like this game.
Pong? Just pong?
Like
arcade.
The
pinball.
Pinball. You know what I mean? They'll like pinball you, put you in the right places, but like it all comes down to yourself.
I just mean like people who can get me out on like nice golf courses. That's really like all I'm thinking about.
Rich Voss.
Is like, yeah, Rich
Voss, ScHoolboy Q. That's two coasts.
I'm sure ScHoolboy's got a membership at some nice place in LA. Yeah.
Did you grow up golfing, or is this like a new?
I just started like 2 years ago, and turns out I'm really good. So, and I'm like obsessed with it. Because I used to do heroin, so now I have to have a thing, and I do comedy and I play golf.
It's a good trade.
Become my thing. It's much better. Heroin feels a lot better, but these two are really close.
Even when you like hit a shot really far, really perfect and straight, like on the green.
The feeling of hitting a perfect golf shot is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. My whole family golfs.
Yeah.
How do you like not talk shit? Because I feel like the whole thing is you're supposed to be like, you have to be quiet. You're kind of like pristine, well dressed.
Yeah, the dressing thing is so gay. But
you don't have golf fits.
Yeah, I have golf outfits, and it sucks. But like whatever. I try to make it cool, but I'm not great at that. I mean, it depends. If you're competing with people, you do talk shit. But I usually don't play against other people. I usually just play. I'm just a psycho. I'm mad at myself the whole time.
You're your own opponent.
Yes. I'm trying to play as good as I can, and when I don't, I get furious at myself.
Who are the best golfer comedians?
I've yet to play with one who was really good.
I bet Voss is good.
Voss posted a picture today that he shot an 81, which is a
good?
very, very respectable score.
Sounds low.
Most of the comics I play with in Austin fucking
But like
suck.
low's good.
No, low is great. My lowest is a 69, which is very, very good. But I usually shoot in the 70s. 81 is great. I've watched these LA guys swing the club, and I just go, this is embarrassing. Like, what, you know. I hear Tony's decent. I know Hinchcliffe plays a lot, but I know Ron White plays a ton, but I've never watched them play or played with.
What's more important, hitting it farther or like the putt precision?
Depends what stat you're looking at, honestly. Historically, what they'll say is drive for show, putt for dough. But there's
I'm going to start saying that.
Drive for show, putt for dough. But there are
I'm going to get that tattooed.
Also a lot of statistics that show that, like, I mean, golf is just made easier when you can hit the ball further. If you're 100 yards away from the green, you have a higher likelihood of hitting the green than if you're 150 yards away from the green.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can drive the ball 300 yards or I drive the ball 250, it makes a big difference. So it depends. The school of thought is different depending on who you are and what you're doing. But Bargatze plays a lot. I know that.
I think it's hot when like guys can hit the ball really far.
Yeah.
Yep.
You love golfers. You love guys.
I love men.
You really do. I like that though. It's nice when a woman is like, I love men. Cause like so many, I hear this a lot where girls would be like, unfortunately, I'm straight. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh yeah, men are unbearable, but I just have to deal with them. It's
They're not, though.
whatever.
Men are
Just
the
meet a
best.
good one. Have you ever considered that you are unbearable,
Right.
therefore you attract other unbearable people? Is that possible?
Get
at all?
them, Matt. Get
Well,
these
I mean, that's
stupid.
just not, I mean,
get these 3%ers. You
To be-
dumb sluts.
to be fair,
Unfollow.
I also, to be fair, I need the 3% of females to follow me.
You better start putting
I
on the
hope
chart.
I get some of the bros.
Be a feminist.
I'm not going to be a feminist. I'm a feminist
You're
as far
a
as I think
feminist.
women should be treated the same as men for the most part.
Not when it comes to opening jars and reaching stuff up high.
Exactly.
You guys are so good.
Exactly. We're so good at that. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But men are like that too. Men will be like, she's fucking crazy. And I'm like, no, you're crazy. Like, you are crazy.
I dated a guy for 8 years, and it was in our 8th and final year that he like really came to understand. He's like, "You're not crazy. I make you crazy." I'm like, "Thank you."
Wow, thank you. I wish you had figured this out 8 years ago so I could have left you. But I had to stay. I had to stay for almost a decade for you to realize this. I am your stepping stone to learning. Is he married now?
Probably
Probably
yeah. Close.
You were probably his learning lesson, and now he's a perfectly healthy guy in love.
I mean, I certainly like surpassed him as far as like health and wellness and finances and career.
That's great.
He was sort of stuck where he was. I left
Is he a comic?
the relationship. No, he's an actor.
Yeah. God, what a sad thing to be.
He tried to do stand up after we broke up, and I actually tried to help him a little bit, but he didn't have the perseverance. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Like he was like a bartender. I think he's still a bartender, but like very like charming, could really like cold court.
Yeah.
So a lot of times guys like that think, oh, well, if this works in front of 8 people at a bar, it'll probably work on stage.
And they might not be wrong.
Yeah.
No, there are very few walks of life that make me more sad than like the career bartender, by the way.
It is kind of sad.
Like the 45-year-old who's like the cool bartender at a dive bar.
It is kind of sad.
Oh, it sucks because it's like one day you're going to wish you had more.
You know?
You know?
But some people can do it right. Like some people don't become alcoholics and they bank their money and they go on vacations and they live a sort of stress-free life because they're not like, they don't have a shithead boss. They don't work 9 to 5. They don't come home empty, you know? I don't know. To each their own.
Listen, I just want everybody to have happiness. That's it.
All right, we're wrapping this up.
Everybody, I want you to be happy and follow my Instagram.
Plug your shit.
Just Matt Ross Comic on Instagram. Everything else that I would want you to go for is already there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Good job.
This is great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for
I'm glad your
coming.
energy shifted.
It didn't.
I'm glad you really cheered up.
You did it.
Okay. Bye.
Throwing ass on the gram, getting laughs at the stand. Only she can, only Feehans. It's only Feehans.